going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So we have a lot to go over, but I do want to save the finer details for a final gym tour. We're about 90% done all the renovations, but first things first, we have the big boy heavy bag stands. These are called hangman stands if you guys were interested, but these ones I had to particularly get done a little shorter because of the height of our ceilings. So we ended up with, the original plan was 2, but we did end up with 3. So I already got one heavy bag hanging right now that was filled a while back. I have one more ready to go, and then I got a third piece. I'm thinking of an aqua bag. We'll see how it goes. So these are 7 foot 3/4 inch hangman and then 5 foot bags, so that we can still kind of get the 6 foot bag feeling where you can get a low kick, but it wouldn't drag on the floor. Looking at it now, I think I could have done a 6 foot if I'm hanging it at this particular height. But that could change, so at least we have a little bit of breathing room here. So it was a hassle, but I'm so happy that it's finally here because this is one of the biggest things that I wanted with the gym before we reopen. To be an academy, you gotta have things that make it an academy, not just the people inside it. I know that sounds a little materialistic, but it is very true. So these are one of the things that really elevates the gym as opposed to just using the Wave Masters. I got nothing against them. They've held me down since the beginning. But it's time to upgrade a little bit. The second thing is, you can see I'm standing on our new mats. So I originally had a different set of mats that came with the place when I transitioned into full ownership here. Those were purchased after the original mats. And if you guys remember in some of my past videos, if you've watched it, there was this little strip of gray that was a little lighter than the rest of the gray. It was right about here. So in turn, we had 3 different shades of gray, and my plan was to keep the gym all gray and just extend into this section here, but the supplier unfortunately doesn't have the shade of gray. So this is a unique one-of-one union gray that coincidentally matched the walls, and I couldn't give that up. So what I ended up doing was flipping and creating 3 rings. So we have 2 4x4 rings over there right beside you, and then we have a miniature 3x3 here. I ended up flipping it so that I can create the ring and the effect that is all gray, one tone, and then by flipping it, because they're reversible, the black would take the majority of the body that are lighter. So you can't tell now, but definitely looking at the gym, standing from particular corners, it looks much bigger. I'm super happy that it connects now, so it's nice and clean. This side doesn't shift. No one can get their toes caught in between unless you really dig it in to the interlocking here. But other than that, the gym side at least, I would say it's 99% complete. We just gotta get the rest of the bags up. And yeah, so that's what we're working with right now. Hopefully in a week or so, when we start doing outdoor classes, I'll also give you guys a full gym tour with all the renovation stuff. Man, it's been years since I hit a heavy bag. I almost forgot the feeling of countering the sway and using it to your advantage. So you see a lot of times people will sway it and then kind of crash into it to get a little bit more impact. But the bag definitely needs to be filled more. This is roughly 100 pounds filled with clothes, like I said. Probably another 5 pounds or so, or if anything, I just need to pack it in a little bit more. I think I have a decent punch, but I wouldn't toot my horn too much, so I was able to really dig into the bag around the midsection, and this is probably the most common place it's going to get hit, next to here. The ground, or the lower part, shouldn't be too bad, because all the weight drops down anyways because of gravity. But overall, I'm super happy with this. I can't wait for all the striking drills, tutorials, for my students to try it out. That, plus the new mats, plus the crazy soundbar that we have now, it's just gonna make this place feel like a true high-level martial arts gym, the way it's supposed to. So I'm super excited, and yeah, it held up well, so that's cool. All right guys, so this portion of the video, of course I'm gonna get you guys some technique, But I'm going to bring in James here to give you another follow-up extension to lesson number 1. Could be lesson number 2, but I believe it is one of the first 2 lessons in the May cycle for Anastacio online. So once again, if you guys want to know what that is, you can check it out on the website. You could free trial it so you can see that particular lesson and then add this in after. But basically, one of the basics that we were working on was a pairing drill where we're kind of in a corto range, which is close range. Right? So we're using our empty hand, we're creating a line here, but the eventual application is for me to be able to go offline and then follow up with a strike that can't be answered. So that would be like a forehand strike. In this case, I'm using an angle 1, and I'm just going to follow through beside James's head so I don't actually hit him. Now, when we're in that sequence, 2 things are going to happen, or one of 2 things. Okay? When I step offline, I hit him. If I'm successful at that, he's going to almost like be crippled. He's gonna walk away from me, right? So if he goes away from me, I need to chase him down a little bit. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot. I'm gonna use my closed position that's already there from that angle 1. And when I follow him, I'm gonna give an angle 2 to his arm. And then I'm gonna grab my stick at the other end. So now I have a double-sided grip. I'm gonna press it into his shoulder, his tricep here, and I'm gonna use that as my connection. When you guys do that, it's important that you don't just push straight, you start pushing down at the same time. So when I get into his arm, I start pushing it down. So I keep this chambered in that lower position. Once I get there, my left hand is going to go over the stick. Okay, so it's going to go over the stick. And it's going to go underneath through his arm here. And I'm going to baseball grip the stick. Once I am able to transfer it off, I'm going to search for his wrist control. I'm going to tighten this, and I'm going to squeeze. I'm almost going to do like a modified 2-on-1. So once I get that here, I'm going to use that to break his base. I can step in front, I can sweep his leg if I want to, but that's going to be the first sequence. Okay? So again, if we look at the beginning, this is what lesson 1 will get you up to. Okay? Right about here. I step and follow through, I follow, I push, I search, swim my hands through, grab here, tight, break the base, and control. Okay, so that's ideally what I would like to happen if there had to be a follow-up, because I want to be able to assert myself through offense. Now if I have to switch the gear to counter offense, this is the second scenario. We're in the same position. I go off and I strike, but he comes towards me. I gotta use that position to almost cut his energy off. So this is gonna be a more shorter angle 2. It's not gonna be a corto angle 2 where we balance it like this, but I do need to pull it a little tighter to my waist because he's coming into me. So I want to hit his hand. Boom, check here. His momentum, his weight's still coming into me. He's trying to charge at me. So when he's coming here, I'm going to grab his same weight, but I'm going to go on top here. So I'm either going to hit his face first, or I'm going to drive it straight into his neck or above his trap. When I get that, I'm going to neck crank, so I'm going to pull that down. This time I'm going underneath the stick. Okay? I'm going around his shoulder. I'm grabbing the stick here, baseball grip. Wrist control again. I pull this back. So I'm going to use my left hip here to push and break his base. Once I secure this, if I don't feel comfortable with the stick here, I'm going to underhook and lace my hand through, grabbing the stick right here, and then I'm going to pull and take him down. Okay? And then that's going to also serve as a submission as well, but I don't want to lock it up on him right now. So once again, I'll show you both from another angle just in case you missed it. We're in the pairing drill. Okay? First one, he backs away from me. I chase, I push, over and under, switch it off, then I get that 2-on-1 here. Okay? Second scenario, we're in the pairing drill. I go offline, I strike, he comes towards me, tight, push, down, under, around, wrist control, break the base, swing your hand through. We're going to grab it up top here, and then with both my hands, I'm going to pull down to my left hip. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The big surprise is here. We finally have our first Anastacio merch. We took the trademark logo, black and white print, very similar to the wall behind me that you guys see in all the videos. Wanted to do it right, guys. That's why it took so long. So I have the black here, as well as a secondary color. We ended up doing the heather charcoal. So it's not like an exact gray. You can see the texture of the actual stitching. Just gives it a little bit of a different feel. But same white print. And I want to thank you guys for being able to help me bring in the colors that you guys wanted. Originally, we were thinking about a heather blue or heather navy, but it just wasn't working out right now. So first thing about these shirts, guys, this isn't just a regular YouTuber making a random shirt, taking a very cheap Gildan, slapping on the logo, and then upselling you guys. This is a bi-blend shirt, which means that it is 35% cotton, 65% polyester. The biggest thing I wanted with these shirts is obviously the higher quality, but the way it fits and sits on you guys when you wear this. You can wear this for going out, super breathable, but also it's nice and light and comfortable. It'll fit to you, so you can train in this, and that's the most important part. High quality print, so it's not going to wear out on you after a crazy ton of washes. The integrity of the shirt is really, really good. And then we even did the inner printing here, so no neck labels to scratch you, to get in the way when you guys are training or when you guys are walking. If it's a hot day, it's not gonna start itching you when you start sweating. So these are gonna be available to ship everywhere, Canada, US, international. This will be on AnastacioKhalid.com very, very shortly. We're just gonna iron out the shipping process. And I know shipping, guys, is a little crazy because we are located in Canada and shipping here is kind of hectic, but bear with me. Once we kind of get the hang of it, once we get better at it and more merch comes out, we're gonna do our best to make sure that not only do we get you the best product, but we also can get it to you at the best affordable pricing for you guys. But yeah, this is gonna be all good to go. Shipping center is already in the back of the gym, and I can't wait for you guys to get a hold of these. So there aren't a lot. This is a very short run, 100 pieces in total. So definitely when the links go up, I'll post it on YouTube, I'll post it on my Instagram, I'll post it on Anastacio Khalid's Instagram. Make sure you guys grab it because it's not going to be there for a long time. You guys definitely want to get your right size. All right, guys, so I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize if it's windy and it's going through the microphone right now, but I'm standing outside the academy. I know you guys don't really know how it looks out here. That's pretty much it behind me. It's a beautiful evening. I feel like my brain's out of whack right now because I've been super on the go today, but I know the videos are far in between. We're actually starting to open up here in Ontario, so phase 1 is we're allowed to do outdoor classes again. So I've been preparing for that, and that's why I've kind of been away from social media a little bit. And of course, very important personal things in my life are happening, so my time is being invested into those things right now. But as always, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with this channel. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If there's anything you guys want to see, please let me know and I'll do my best to add it into a video. And of course, if you guys want to train with me, AnastacioKhalid.com, go ahead and give yourself a free trial, check out the different levels, and get your FMA training wherever you guys are. Hopefully, at some point next year, I'll be flying out and be doing seminars near you guys as well. So that's a super exciting thing to come. But that's about it. Wherever you guys are, stay safe, enjoy the weather. And until next time, catch you guys then.